sign, which will take us to either Discovery Island, Asia, or the Festival of the Lion King. We got Tamu Tamu, we got Tusker House. See that right there? That's the stage, the Momo's Marketplace, and that's the entrance to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Here we have the Harambe Theater playing the Festival of the Lion King. We're about to go see. Official Harambe Heritage Site by order of the Harambe Ministry of Culture. Opened in 1998. Harambe born 1498. This show opened back in 1998 when it was located in Camp Minimiki. Then they relocated it to Africa in 2014. They did do a modified version called A Celebration of Festival of the Lion King, which ran briefly from 2021 to 2022 and ended on July 4th, 2022 to make way for the return of the Festival of the Lion King in July 16th, 2022. I wish I was there the day that the modified version ended, but unfortunately I wasn't. See the theater, and the curtains with the float comes through. And I think we must be seated in the lion section. Here's the wheelchair lift that takes you to the lion section, but it hasn't been used. You know, the preview of Festival of the Lion King didn't get a proper ending. I privated it back in 2023 because I was uploading other people's videos in the past, but then I decided to delete it to make way for content that's just my own original content. And yeah. I also did shorts, and as a proper send-off to the last remaining playlist on the old channel, which also included the Festival of the Lion King playlist, I privatized them. Alright, we're taking our seat and the show should be ready to start. Alright, Simba, time for your show.
have an unexpected moment where they escort Simba's float backstage before we can exit the Harambe Theater and continue our day at Disney's Animal Kingdom, which was pretty weird and possibly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Alright, let's continue. Alright, we just did the Festival of the Lion King and it was such a good show. I tape recorded the whole thing and y'all had to witness something unexpected. The Simba float, which normally is left out at the end of the show, rolled backstage unexpectedly. We don't know what happened. He just rolled backstage. Now let's continue with the video.
Alright, strollers,
Enough about the unexpected moment with Simba. Let's move on and head to Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Strollers, stay with you. Whichever line you're
Africa's
going, keep
amazing
it with you.
wildlife. You know, for a brief period of time before I started my old YouTube channel, they used to operate night safaris. Just gonna scan my magic band right now. We're in Opera Safari through Africa. There's also a sign that leads to Rafiki's Planet Watch and Asia. See the sign to Rafiki's Planet Watch? The sign also says, open your eyes to the world around you. And also, there's a sign for the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, housing the Gorilla Sanctuary, Hippo Pool, and Bird Forest. And here's the baobab tree. We've got a sign for the zebra, and it says, every zebra's stripes are unique. And here we have a sign for lions, and lions sleep up to 20 hours a day and are most active at night. They must be nocturnal. Weird, huh? And here's hippopotamus. Hippos can outrun a human on land. And here's a sign for giraffe, and it says a giraffe can run around 30 miles per hour. Here's the standby and lightning lane sign, and welcome to Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Here's the sign that welcomes you to East Africa. And over here you can see the path which the trucks go through. But we don't see any trucks right now.
Just leave everything. It'll be easier, baby.
Here's the safari reminder sign, the entrance to Gorilla Falls, a TV monitor which shows safety instructions, and here we have a sign for the okapi. And okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe. There's no other living relatives. And a sign for the warthog, and it says a warthog can run up to 30 miles per hour.
Pause right here. I'm just gonna pause right here.
Ciao everyone. We
Just
are
keep
almost
going, all that
ready to
available
hold you
space.
on our safari game.
Go file lines.
I wanted to make certain I told you as you approach the lift.
Going through the wheelchair gate to get to our truck. And we're going to an unexpected area, the wheelchair load area.
Kilimanjaro Safaris.
It says disable all camera flashes. hippopotamus, rhinos, elephants, giraffes, okapi, duiker, impala, and
Legs inside, and if you have any little ones, just make sure they're in the same seat the whole time.
Wildlife Reserve.
I also want to
Here we
remind you that
go.
these animals are wild. They can go
Look at that okapi.
over on the right hand side. That is an
Stop.
okapi.
African
It's
forest.
got a brown body with black and white striped legs,
Okapi.
and many people think it's related to a zebra, but that's
as
just
we
not
said.
true. They're actually the only known relative of a giraffe,
we
and they
said,
know that based on the shape of the skull that
The
it
forest
has.
also contains bongo.
Over on the left-hand side, oh, there's two of them. Those are bongos. They're some of my favorite animals out here. They are so beautiful. They've got the horns and the dark faces, and they're known as the ghost of the forest because they walk around here pretty silently. It's pretty easy to lose them if you... what do I want to say? It's pretty hard to find them if
Speaking
you
of
lose
ghosts,
them.
where are the happy
I have the
haunts?
right idea.
Just kidding. This is Animal Kingdom, not Magic Kingdom.
Over on the left-hand side, it's not a rock, but it's a very sleepy black rhino. Oh, that's a
This
good
black
nap
rhino
right
looks
there.
tired after a long
That black
day
rhino has
of
a top
work.
lip that hangs over the rest of its mouth.
Don't
And
wake
it's
him up.
prehensile, so we can help them grab stuff. There are no horns on their heads. The bongos
Got
are a
some
little different. They all have
Raider
horns, so it's a
there.
little more difficult to identify. The Safi River. My eyes are staying close to the water because I'm looking for any of those moving rocks or moving logs. And I'm hoping they're not rocks or logs at all.
Well then, what are they?
Over on the left, there is on the right hand side, there is a hippo swimming around. But if you cannot quite see it, we're gonna see if we can find some more up ahead. There's lots of water to look at. Those funky looking birds that we saw, they're kind of gray with the long beaks. Those are pink-backed pelicans. It's a pretty funny name for a bird that's not even pink. But they actually turn a blush pink color during mating season. And that's what they are named after.
This island is full of vultures, not hippos.
We were able to see a Nile hippo back there, and they get their name from the Latin word which means river horse. Because while they can swim in the water, they'd actually prefer to run across the floor. There's another one on the left-hand side coming into the water. They actually prefer to run across the floor because it's a little more efficient for them, and they gain a lot of power that way. There's another one swimming in the water in our about 11 o'clock position or so. I like to think of them as icebergs because you can only see about 20% of them up here, and there is a lot of the 80% underneath. And on this side of the Safi River, there have been reports of Nile crocodiles in the area. So we'll see what we can find today. Oh man.
Those aren't alligators, those are crocodiles. And they're the only crocodiles left available to them, so better enjoy these alligators while you still can. Because the American crocodile that was once part of Dinoland USA.
Those Nile crocodiles get the reputation for being so... It looks like it's upside down. Looks like the roots are coming out of the top, but they are in the ground right where they belong. That tree remains leafless for our wildebeest. They get their name from the Afrikaans word, which means wild beast. But they make a really cute noise. It sounds like new, 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 new. So people ran with that and they started calling them new, which is GNU.
AKA the new. Or the new.
The den over there are some African painted dogs. They get their name because it looks like someone took a paintbrush and splattered them with blacks and browns and whites. They are crepuscular, so they spend their days lounging around sleeping, saving that energy because they are most active during dusk and dawn. They are very cute little puppies, but they are also very efficient hunters. They hunt as a group, and there's an alpha male and alpha female in each pack.
We've got some sable antelopes.
Those sable antelopes have
resting
those two
near
long
that
horns on their
tree
heads.
here.
And in the face of a predator, they get down on their knee and back them up with those horns. To right without even breaking a sweat.
We have some giraffes.
Oh, and on the right-hand side, there's a pretty good show over here. These big animals that look like cows, they are Ankole cattle. Their horns are actually almost hollow on the inside with a honeycomb-like structure in there. So the main purpose of them is to just keep them cool. And a little further down by the bush back there, that is a baby Maasai giraffe that was born out here on the reserve about 4 months ago. 4 months old and standing about 8 or 9 feet tall now. Right next to us are Hartman's mountain zebras. This group of them is a dazzle of zebras. And that's because of the dazzle motion display they create when there's a predator in the area. They group together, and because of all their stripes, it's hard to find the end or the beginning. So it's pretty hard to single one out. And over on the left, we did not get the invite to the party. Oh man, what are you guys all doing over here? These are Maasai giraffes. The group of them is a tower of giraffes. Fully grown, they reach 14 to 18 feet tall, which does make them the tallest land animal. They have prehensile tongues, which means they can grab stuff just like our hands can. Except their tongues are about 14 to 16 inches long. So if you were to hold your arm out, it's about from your elbow to your fingertips, give or take some. African elephant. And of course I know it's African because we are in Africa. But if I didn't know that, I could tell by the shape of the ears it has. Coincidentally, they look a lot like the continent of Africa. Oh, and it's about to disappear. That's a mandrill up there walking around. It's got a red and blue backside that matches its face. It is what Rafiki is in The Lion King. And that face, it's bright red and blue, and it'll become even more vibrant and bright when it's embarrassed or excited.
Hey, we went the wrong way again.
These African elephants. That is a fully grown elephant and a baby elephant that was born out here on the reserve about 6 months ago. Female. The females will stay together in their herd forever and ever, being led by a matriarch who's probably the oldest and wisest. They're usually led by someone who knows where all of the best spots for water and food are. When elephants are pregnant, they're pregnant for about 22 months. I know, you're jealous. 9 is not enough. Technically, these elephants can be pregnant for about 20 to 24 months, but it's 22 on average. They can actually hold their babies in if they needed to. For example, if they were on the move and there was no water sources near them, that mom would hold the baby in until they found water for her baby to have. Over on the left-hand side, a little shorter but still strong and mighty, are the greater flamingos. They get their name because they are the tallest of the flamingo species. And they get that pink color on them from the foods that they're eating underneath the water. Things like clams, mussels, and shrimp. They all have a chemical called beta-carotene in them, and that is what makes them pink. And this is my favorite view of the savannah. Those are white rhinos. They get their name not from their color, but it was a mistranslation in the Afrikaans language. The word is weit, and weit means wide, because they have wide square jaws. If you remember earlier, I talked about the black rhino and how it has that top lip that helps them grab stuff. These guys don't have it. They've got long square jaws that help them get the grass and the good stuff off the ground. Over on the left left-hand side, those are what they call Kobe rocks. Kobe is spelled K-O-P-J-E, just like how you sounded it out in your head. They make a great place for animals to lounge around on and soak up the sun, but sometimes the African sun can get a little hot, so we'll see what's out there. In the meantime, over on the right-hand side are a couple more white rhinos. Hi, we're talking about you. I like when your little ears perk up. Further over down there, that is a water buck. It's got shaggy brown fur. Oh, there's 3 of them. And there's an ostrich behind them. Behind the trees, you can see its neck sticking up. Those water bucks have long, shaggy brown fur and a white circle on their backside, which makes them easy to identify. Contrary to where they're hanging out,
Well,
they get their
no
name
lions
because
today.
they really like to hang around water.
Maybe that's the reason Simba had to be escorted backstage. Or not. See these warthogs right there?
And over on the right-hand side are, of course, the water bucks. And there's those 2 ostriches.
There's nothing.
They are both female ostriches. I can see the gray feathers on them.
Sitting down, you see them?
And the funny thing about ostriches is that the females can lay eggs just like chickens do. Anytime, anywhere. And it looks like he's got visitors today. Those are Nigerian dwarf goats. They're pretty cute. I don't mind they're here. They're known for their prized milk, and they make excellent lawnmowers. And you know what they say, 2-week safaris really fly by when we have so much fun.
And now comes the unexpected return to the loading dock.
If you wish to continue your safari on foot today, I hope you go check out the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It's a self-guided tour. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you want. Hi, Jumbo! Bye! There's lots of cool animals out that way, just like, believe it or not, the gorilla. If we have any wilderness explorers on board today, you are riding Simba 1. That is the name of my truck, and it is the code word that will get you your badge right down the exit path. Simba 1 is the name of my truck. While you're hanging around Africa, head out to Rafiki's Planet Watch. It's a short train ride away. There's more badges to earn. There's a petting zoo for you to meet and greet all the goats. And there are reptiles out there, all in their cages, of course. Again, out in Africa, go check out the Harambe Theater. Right now they're showing a production of the Festival of the Lion King.